And there we go for one more US session. How are you guys? I hope you are doing great this Tuesday and ready to make some money off of the markets. Yesterday, it wasn't exactly very enticing, I would say. Maybe today we'll have more action. I just want to show something here before because we have some time, still 9 minutes. Yesterday, this is the 1 hour chart. At the opening of the session, we had this first candle here. It was the candle, the 2 p.m. candle or 9 a.m. candle for New York time. And I mentioned that we had a lot of liquidity here. And look at what happened. And I said, oh, it's very difficult that it goes up very strongly from here, even though there was room, as we can see here. There was a lot of room, but as the markets are always looking for liquidity, for the closest liquidity most of times, and it ended up coming exactly to this point, this 470 area, 455. It's just like 6 points above this area here. So, but it came like very late in the session, like in the 2 last hours of the session. So I just wanted to show this before we dive into today's possibilities. Okay, so what we are here in the 1 hour chart. Before, I had the impression that we would go lower, especially because we have some liquidity here in this area, which can be tapped again, even though it was tapped twice. But since we didn't tap here before during the session, maybe we can come here. We are at this very moment at the top of the range of today's range. I was watching this and I almost entered the trade, but I just don't like to enter trades very much in the pre-session, let's say. But it was very, very good for a short, especially for a short-term short. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. And so this is the 1 hour. By this, I think that we can break this and come to yesterday's high, and from there we could go even further in the market, especially with Nvidia. Nvidia yesterday was Nvidia's day in the Las Vegas technology show. I don't know exactly the name of this shit, but the guy, the Nvidia CEO, in his leather jacket, snake leather jacket this time, he was the center. He drew all the attention to himself and to their new product, uh, and with all his revelations and forecasts for the future of AI and everything. So when Nvidia is simply soaring at the moment in the pre-market, it may well uh, sustain this push to the upside. But as always, sometimes when it starts too high with a big gap, we see this gap being filled before the price going up again. So that might happen. I'm not exactly looking at any video chart because it doesn't really matter that much for me at the moment. But anyway, there's bullishness. There's bullish sentiment in the market. Meta is also doing very well. Tesla is doing very well. So it wouldn't be too uncertain to see this price is just skyrocketing and taking the index with them. That's why we can have some bullishness today. So we can come back to this area here, which is 100 points from where we are now, 100 and some points. But we could even try to reach these areas here that you can see in the 4-hour chart. We have a lot of liquidity here. There's 21,799. And today we have a catalyst at 10 a.m. EST, 3 p.m. GMT. We have news. We have a good couple of news here. We have JOLTS, which is very important. And this week, we also have jobs like on Friday. So JOLTS will be like a sneak peek of what is happening, what might happen. And we also have ISM, non-manufacturing PMI, and non-manufacturing employment, which could be interesting as well, especially if they point to the same direction. And maybe if they come below the expectations, it might work as a catalyst, or even if it comes like above. Sometimes the market just needs some catalyst. It doesn't matter where the data is pointing to. It just needs the data to make the bots explode as shit to the upside or to the downside. It does whatever the hell it wants. It depends on where liquidity is closer. For me now, it's more likely that we are going to have the lower portion of the chart here, the lower portion of this range being tested. So let's see, but we could even see an explosion to the upside right at the beginning. I'm not really sure about anything now, but it's the bullish. The sentiment is more bullish than bearish. That's for sure. That's for sure. I think in the end of the session we will end higher, but I can't say about the start of the session. Okay, so here we are in our favorite chart, which is the 1 minute, the one chart we use to get into our trades. And as you can see, we are at the top of the range here. We lost this pretty fast. Let's say we came like 21 points to the downside, but this is proof that we might be we might go higher at the beginning of the session. But this area here is good, like this 581 that I just marked, because it can be either a point to enter a long or a short. I will call the first candle of the session, as you guys are used to, but let's see. I don't like when it's like that, bullish and too close to the top of the range, because sometimes it calls for a bullish action, and at the same time it's too close to a resistance. So let's see. I'm watching here the candle now. Still have there 18 seconds. Yeah, I see that it's not being able to go. No, I believe it's a long. Yeah, I didn't enter because I changed the account. But yeah, it's a long. If I was to enter, it would be a long. And I would have maybe set stop loss at 0. But yeah, it's going up. But with some resistance. Like I said, there was bullishness, but this is the sort of setup that I don't like to play in the opening because it's too close to the too close to the resistance to the top of the range. Okay, which was at least once a resistance, but now it might be just the beginning of a range. Look, it's very bullish, very, very bullish. Yeah. Let's see, I want to see this 581 tested because it's going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think it's kind of bullish. Two seconds. Yeah, like I said, it's bullish. But very uncertain. So there's nothing to be done here now. Let's just see how are some of the stocks we love the most. You have some red in the screen now, but Tesla is lower, Meta is lower, but these stocks they were very, very high yesterday. And Nvidia is 0.92. I think everything kind of went down. That's why we're seeing the price now lower. Yeah, look, this is interesting actually. I might be interested in taking a short if it comes back maybe to 595 or even 584 depending on the situation. Uh, as for like I said that like we would most probably go lower before touching any sort of higher portion of the chart, but it just came without any possibility to getting no retracement at all. So let's just like pay attention to the areas I have here. The 515, for example, is a good area to pay attention to. and we also have below it the 470. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. For now, I will just pay attention to the downside now. See what comes. Yeah. Like there is some sort of uh, consolidation in the higher time frame on this area, but it's not exactly enticing. Let's try to see if it is 559 is tested again. It's just going lower. It's just going lower. It's difficult when it just goes and goes and goes, and you so it's almost impossible to enter it. Yeah, we are reaching an interesting point here, which is where there's some liquidity. So depending on how it reacts from here, it might be a good option to long, maybe to for a reversal, but then several conditions uh, need to be attained for that. I'm still looking for a short entry, maybe within this area between 559 and 584. Let's see how the price reacts when it's there. Again, if it gets there. Okay, it seems like the 560 will be tested. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe if it comes back here, I will I will enter a short. Maybe around that area because we have some room to the downside. But it just came. Yeah, it's too movements that are too strong. But I'm liking that area. If it goes back there, I'm willing to take a short from there. If it doesn't go very to the downside, maybe just like 12, 13 points here of stop loss. Yeah, this would be a very good. But if it just keeps going down, maybe if it comes back, I will just wait for the reaction first. Yeah, for now, yeah, I'm not gonna enter if it goes back there right away. But yeah, this is like, well, you see, there's some reaction from the point I I thought there would be some reaction, but not a lot. Yeah, I think this area here is like discarded as a possible reversal point. Is it? Hmm. Maybe yes, maybe not. Let's see. It's gaining some traction from there, like 18 points. Yeah, it was expected to have some reaction from that point, but it could not be enough, possibly. I just would like to tell you guys that if you want to know anything about trading, about how I trade, how I take my trades. Feel free to get in touch here for the chat. Okay, I will respond as I can. Uh, yeah, it's looking like a very interesting reaction from that point. Let's see if it's gonna break the top of the last candle. If it does, if anyone is willing to short, should be very careful to do that. If it finishes like above, like it is now, if it doesn't, maybe it could be a good point to enter a short as well. But it looks like it's going it's going higher. Yeah. I'll wait for the test of the 560. I'm not very fan of entering or trying to find the low because you see there is some resistance still to the upside. Yeah, look at this. I'm liking it, to be fairly honest. I will mark out down this area as well. Let's see how it comes back here. It could be an interesting area to short pretty soon. Oh no, but it's not. No, 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 no. Forget about it. It's not. Now it's coming back to the point that we were expecting the reaction, but it seems it's bullish. Yeah, I wouldn't short. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see it finish first. I'm not short, guys. Okay, I'm not short. I I was just planning a short there, but I didn't enter the short. I don't do limit orders. I just trade market orders. Yeah, look, it's bullish. It's very bullish. I wouldn't dare to enter short now. I would I would though think about entering a long, maybe from this 531 here or around this. Uh, it might be a good retracement, or there, or even in the 519 as well. If it comes back, it doesn't look it's coming back. But then we have the 584. The 584 will be an interesting point to see how it's going to be tested. Because even if we are still bullish, like if it rejects here, it would be a good idea to take a short from this area and just try to get to 531, or yeah, it would be perfect, like from 563 around that to 531, like 30 points, and then we could even enter a new trade here. But let's wait. Yeah, the price doesn't want to go lower, guys. It just wants to go up. Yeah, these days are cool, but the problem is that it doesn't give you a lot of chance to enter. That's the problem. Yesterday we didn't have an expansion, and today we are having expansion after expansion, but we have no opportunities to get in the action. That's the problem. So this setup, this short setup here is just done. You can't use this setup anymore. And I think now let's see the higher time frame here. Yeah, the top of the range and the closest liquidity are in the same place now. Yeah, but the thing is that these movements, they create a lot of liquidity, as we can see, like here. You see a lot of liquidity here, untapped. So okay, yeah, maybe we still have something to do here. I would consider entering a short, maybe here. Yeah, why not? It's not a bad idea. If it gets there pretty quick. Like I said, I'm expecting it's like a counter trend trade just to the 531 because I think it's gonna react from there. Okay. Okay, I tried a small short. Let's see what happens. But now pay very much attention to this 570 here. If it gets there, I will certainly set a stop loss at 0 because we can react back from there. I still have some bullishness. I don't know if it's gonna respect this rejection here. Let's see. Yeah, I set stop loss at 0 already, okay. But I want to go up to 5, like 57 points would be great. If it breaks if it goes to 0 and to below entry and it breaks the 600, this would be a very good area to short to long, like this 567. If it breaks the 556, I'll start to trail this trade. It's going back. Yeah, fine. Like if it gets to the stop loss at zero, not a problem. Yeah, it just I'm just out of the trade. It's fine. Okay, we did like 28 points and then it reversed. No problem. Like I wanted to make more, and it didn't work out, but it's not a big deal. I know of people that would have closed this, but anyway, I didn't feel like closing, so I just set stop loss at below entry, and that's it. Now I'm very suspicious of entering shorts, very suspicious because it failed to go over. Like we are breaking the 600, as I said, that it would be a a good thing to see in order to enter along. Okay, even if it comes back to the downside, because at the end the 560 would be an area to pay attention to, even if it doesn't break the 611, the top of the range. Look, I feel that you guys sometimes cannot see very well the charts because they're maybe the it's not big enough. I think it's good now, better. Yeah, I'm just not gonna use this because I don't like this size for myself. I'll use another one, but I will show you use this one to share with you guys. If I have something to show, I will just tell you, and that's it. Look, at this moment, I'm more bullish than bearish, but as I said, there is liquidity to be explored on up to 506. That's why uh, we should be bullish, but very cautiously bullish, not extremely bullish. Let's see, it's testing the area we were thinking about setting a trade, which is like very close to the view up. What's good as well. It could be a good entry. Let's just see what happens. Because it didn't test the top of the range, and there is liquidity there as well. So might be interesting. But the next 5 minutes are a bit, I mean, not very interesting time to trade because of the news. Uh, yeah, I don't know if the bull break, Michael, but might be. Uh, but if you are with me, you know that I didn't lose the trade because I closed below entry. Uh, I was just a bit, let's say, greedy. I wanted 50 points and I just had 57 points, I think. And I just had like um, 28. That's why I didn't uh, close the trade in profit. But you see now we are kind of um, confirming the area I just said, but because we have news, I'll be very cautious here. But if you are willing to take the risk, just try a trade like now or if it retraces back to 567, would be a good entry. But I'm not on it because I will wait for the news to tell what the news wants to tell us. Okay, but it's a good time to enter if you want. It's a good area. I don't say it's a good time. It's a good area. Maybe see how. Oh, look, it's reacting beautifully. If it like closes above the 567, for example, now, if this candle close above 567, I would consider, yeah, entering the next. But it's not. Yeah, it's just going back down. But we have a good point at 531 as well. Like that's why I didn't want to enter there, especially because we didn't have the confirmation. But look, this is going to test the 531. If it finishes above 545 or in green, maybe it's a good area to consider an entry. But it seems I'm seeing like a lot of bullishness, bearishness now. It's very bearish. So it's not exactly a bull break, buddy. Be careful with your assumptions. The market does whatever the hell it wants to do. Okay? I always say that because it's true. One can never be certain. You see? It's bearish, bearish, and bearish. But it's willing to test a very dear area here, which is this 519. It's just crushing it as well. Let's see. See how it finishes, maybe. Yeah, I have 2 minutes for the news. In the end, the short was a good thing, but I just didn't want to take the risk to lose because it would have almost got there. It would have almost got there. Like it was like 5, then 3 was like here. Yeah, it would. The stop loss would have resisted, but I don't like to take the risk, especially at the beginning of the session with 23, 33 point candles. It's not a, it's not very reasonable. Let's see, 10 seconds for the news. Let's see if this time it will update quick here so I can tell you guys what's happening. Oh, it might have have come strong. Yes, that's exactly what happened. It came strong, buddy. Came strong. Data came strong, strong, strong. So we had like it was very strong. Now I can see. Sometimes I think they're insiders in these things because you see the price was heading down. It was clearly heading down when I entered that short, and they just put the price back up so people would think it's a bull break, like you, Michael. And lots of people longer there, and they knew the data would come like strong. And then what happened? Boom, the price dumped. Just dumped. That's what happened. And as I said, the liquidity was there. The liquidity was there. I'm going to show here the high time frame, but let's just go for the news. We had like ISM manufacturing PMI. It came 54. 1% above the expectation, 0.6% above the expectation. And JOLTS came 8.098, like almost 250,000 more than expected. And the ISM manufacturing employment, it was in the same pace. So all this points to a stronger American economy. And when we have the stronger American economy, what happens, guys? The Fed has to keep interest rates high. And if the Fed has to keep interest rates high, uh, the market can't sustain its pace. Okay, that's why we're seeing this huge, huge sell-off. I hope you're safe, Michael. I hope you're safe, buddy. I hope you're safe. If your bull break that didn't come, okay. That's why I never make assumptions. That's why I barely lose. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's take control of our actions again after being baffled by this. First of all, let's see. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do that with you guys. Let's see the 1 hour here. Look, the 1 hour, we have been useless now. Okay. What do we have here? Look, we had liquidity here at this point, which was just broken. Okay. And now it might be like a point to think about shorting this 470 here. It's a very interesting point to short. If it comes back here, okay, because it was the point that was broken without any relentlessly by the market. Um, so this is a point to watch to see it's going to behave there. Uh, Below that, you see that we have a lot of room to come down. It's like almost 200 points to the downside from where we are now. So I believe we're gonna test this area here because we have a lot of liquidity here. As you can see, it's Friday's high, and it was just broken. It was never tested again. These areas here, these areas here. So this liquidity here, for example, wasn't tapped. I believe we might come up to 21.7, even lower, maybe 21. You could see this movement to 21 again. We just have to find a way to get into this trend, and I'm not seeing it now because it's too strong. Everything we didn't have today yesterday, we're having today. What can you do? Let's see the lower time frame here to see if there is any opportunity popping up. I might be interested in shorting this area here, depending on how it consolidates. I would like to see some consolidation here around between 434 and 403. A consolidation in this area would be nice, and see a nice break, a nice clean break, and a good candle to enter. This is an interesting trade to watch. I would also like to see possibly this 470 area here being tested. It could also give us a good entry. Okay, yeah, 470 is interesting. Very, very interesting. And we even have in, I don't think we are gonna come back now to this point, to this 506, okay? But it might be an interesting point to watch if it goes there. A nice a nice retracement from there. So for now, this is what I have in mind. If you have anything else, if you think anything else and want to share, please, the chat is open. But this is what I'm seeing. I wouldn't be willing to enter along from there, even if it breaks the box, because we are just very, very strong to the downside. I don't see any reason to long this, you know. Now you see, we are kind of consolidating here. If this candle is resists this area, it would be a nice point to short. I'll be considering dearly to short this. Just breaking. It's breaking like beautifully. Okay, let's imagine that we have a trade here, okay? Let's imagine we have a trade here. This here would be a good area to enter. Um, but not like it broke now. Not like it did now, because it broke and came back. It wasn't a clear break. If you want to risk a bit more, I'm not going to do that, but if you want to, maybe if the price comes back at least to 428, rejects in a small, nice small candle here, rejects, then you could try to enter again in the next one, like around 428, 425, between 425 and 428, and very tight stop loss, maybe like 5 points from here. So yeah, I'll look. Yeah, this is a nice break that is happening now. Yeah, why didn't it happen before? It would have been better, because the way it is, I wouldn't enter if it doesn't retrace back. If it doesn't retrace back, I'm not gonna enter this trade. If it doesn't retrace back up. But if it does, I will be entering from 420, 419, 418, something like that. But it can't go too lower. Let's see. Yeah, it's just going down. Yeah, the chances to enter the when you have a strong shift in sentiment like this, you're bullish and just started to go lower and lower. It's difficult to get into the action. Let's see if this reaction here, how it reaches, if it reaches the 420 and how it's going to reach it. Depending on how it does it, I might be willing to participate. Yeah, it's go kind of well to the upside. 396 now, but I need more. I would not be comfortable entering there unless it breaks again. I maybe, if we consider like this new this this area here as a consolidation and see yet another break, then we could enter according to the rules I usually trade with. But as it is, no. Let's see. It's going there again. Okay, let's see how it goes from there. I want to see a nice little rejection. Have a new candle. Let's see this one. This one is going to be very important because the stop loss would be for, for. Oh, look! This is looks good. Okay, look good. I think it goes back to four above 412. I'm gonna enter, but it needs to go above 412. Mm. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Just came back. Just came back. But look, I said at that point would be smoking hot for a short. Let's see if it gets back there and how the price is going to react to in there. I lose a little bit of time. The time of the thing. Things are moving very fast today. If I was in the trade, I would have stop loss at zero already because one cannot play with fire like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, let's see. There's a good chance that it's going to test this 364 and go back up, and maybe depending on how it tests the higher areas, um, it would be interesting to play with this. But if it doesn't get to, let's say to, I'll show you where. If it doesn't get to this 360 here, or at least here, 365, 370. Let's call it 370. If it doesn't come at least to 370, I would be suspicious to enter a short from here again because we could just be seeing a reversal. I would be very cautious there. But I think it's gonna go there. It will possibly even break it. Yeah, no. Okay. If it goes back to the area I was intending to enter, I will certainly enter again. It depending on how the price arrives there, and that's the trick that I try to use, and it works most of the time. Like, so, just so you guys know, I know an area that might be a possible point of entry, but before entering it, that's why I don't use limit orders. Before entering, I like to see how the price behaves when it gets there. If it hesitates like it did this time, I try to enter again, but I don't like to enter just, I like to enter the highest possible in this case. And that's why I just missed the opportunity. And I will count this as a missed opportunity. So I just have two more missed opportunities to have. But let's see. I am willing to participate still if it comes back to the area here around 410, 419, or even a bit lower, depending on how it gets here. Let's try to use our 1 minute. Um, yeah, this area here, 398, is a good and interesting area to see how it behaves here. Even the three, yeah, even here, to be honest. Let's see, 385 here. But then at this area, I would enter a smaller position because it's not the kind of trade that I like to take. It's not the perfect setup. The setup that I showed you guys sometimes here. And when it happens, I just go full steam, like go with the most I can. Like I go 2% of my account. But in these cases, like less probable, but yet very probable scenarios, I just go with 0.5. I know of people that use always the same risk. I just don't feel comfortable using like 2% every time. Oh, now we have this candle going back up. Let's see how will it behave once it is in these areas I just marked here in the chart. Let's see, this it went over 387. Now let's see the 398 if it's going to resist there. So you have 38 seconds for this candle. Yeah, it's hesitating. Yeah, if it closes like this, I will try to enter from maybe 387. 13 seconds. Yeah, I think 387 is a good area to enter. Over 387. Let's see if it's gonna go there. 2-1. Okay, let's see 387. Yeah, I tried a small short here. Let's see. Although it's kinda didn't see the, yeah. No, no, it's not gonna work out, I think. No. Yeah. Yeah, I came just with 0.5. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it didn't work. It's fine. Not a big deal. It happens. Like I always say, you can't win all the time. And that's why I don't go full steam in these scenarios because it's kind of dangerous. And now, let's see the 419 here if it's going to be tested. Um, if this 419 is tested and rejected, I might try another short. And if it doesn't work, I might try just one more trade and leave the market. Let's see, it's this 4398 now is being rejected. Yeah, I just touched my stop loss and now it's going back down. Yeah, it is happening as well. Maybe if I had waited for this 396, I would still be in the game. 393. Yeah, I would be in the game for sure. Let's see how hesitatingly this candle finishes up. Look, 419 being tested. If it's broken, the 419 is broken, I would consider finding a point too long. It seems to be quite bullish. Seven seconds. It's kind of bullish. Now it's hesitating. If this area is really becomes like uh, a resistance, but it doesn't look like yet. It's just breaking to the upside. Yeah. Okay. This is not a good area to try a short at all. It's breaking very strongly to the upside. Um, and now, actually, we had an interesting movement here. Let's see if it stays like this. I might be willing to enter a trade from this area here. No, 9 seconds. Solid. Yeah, let's see how if it retraces back or if it's just gonna go up. Okay. 20 seconds. Yeah, possibly enter from 413. Let's see if it goes back to 413. I'll try along here, but if it doesn't work out, I will stop for today. Yeah, it's not working, guys. I entered a bit better than that. My stop loss is at 378, but I don't think it's gonna resist. Yeah, today wasn't a good day. Not a good day, guys. Not a good day. Just don't tell me it's gonna go up from here. Yeah, it was a false break, totally. Yeah, it's going to the places I said it would go in the lower portion. We are already at at Friday's high. That's why I thought we could really react from here, but that's not what happened. It's just going down. Yeah, I think I will finish the session for today. I'm not going to trade anymore because it wasn't a good day at all. Uh, so let's see tomorrow. I see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. And as I say, always, it's just a game. It's not life. Okay. See you guys later, alligator.